Hello, this is Miss Early, and today we are going to go over how to change the background color in an image that you photographed. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is open your image. So you're going to come over here and click Open, and from here you're going to select the image that you want to change the background color of. I'm just going to select this one, and then you're going to select the magnetic lasso tool. You want to click on that tool and make sure it's selected as the magnetic lasso, and then from there you're going to click on the starting point of your selection. I want to change the background color, so I'm going to go ahead and highlight the image of my portrait here. So from here I'm just going around and making periodic selections to ensure that my magnetic lasso does not get confused on what it's selecting. As you can see, when I'm going around her hair here, I am just making smaller selections so that the tool does not get confused, because there's less definition here between her background and her hair than there is in the shirt or her skin tone. So we're just going around, and again I'm just making small selections to make sure that I'm getting as close to her hair as possible. We can go back through later and fix any mistakes that we've made, or go in and add some changes to the background behind her head or in between her hair, or as you can see behind her glasses you can see the background. However, we're not going to be able to select this because it's just easier to make smaller selections than to do multiple selections at a time. That will be a more advanced tutorial that we'll go over in a few weeks. Alright, so now that I've completed her hair, I'm just going around and selecting the rest of her skin and her shirt. And as you can see here, I don't have to be nearly as tight with how many times that I click. Alright, so now that we're coming down to the corner, you'll see it just drags along the edge. We don't even have to do any additional clicks. All the way across and back down the bottom edge. Now when we get to this edge, you'll notice when you get close to your starting point, a little open circle pops up next to your magnetic lasso tool. That means that you're hovering over your starting point again, and it'll close the circuit. So I click there, and now we have our selected area that we're going to change the color of. From here, I'm going to click on my brush tool, on this brush tool, and we're going to paint the background. You can select your color by clicking on your swatch over here. So if I wanted to change it to a red background, or say I wanted a nice blue background behind her, I can do that. And I've got a really big circle here because it just goes nice and quick. So I've got my nice blue background behind her now. Now say I didn't like that. I took my photograph in black and white, so I really want to do just a plain white background. I'll come over here and change my color again, and then just color right over that and change the background to white. So now we have a nice white background. We can deselect our background by clicking Control D and see how it looks. So you'll notice, as I said, her hair looks pretty blocky, and the area behind her glasses will need to be fixed. But for just a basic practice, we are just going to go through, do our selections around our portrait, and change the background. You can change the background to any color that you would like for this project. And it's, again, just a practice. All I want to see for this is the background being a different color than what it originally was. Next class, we'll go over how to make multiple selections and go in and clean up our edges and change the color in her hair to give it a more natural look instead of these harsh lines that we've got going on right now. All right, I will see you next week, and I look forward to seeing all of your projects. Thanks. Bye-bye.